So I'm actually going to show you um, one of the ladies on the WhatsApp group messaged me and asked for help with her neighbor's son's homework. Okay, so he's in grade 7 and this is his homework. And anyway, so I'm going to go through this. This is skryf al die soortname in die sinne hierbo neer, which means write down all the common nouns in the sentences above. Okay, so that's what should come here. So here I just said a soortnaam is the name of an object you can touch or see. It's the Afrikaans equivalent of common nouns. And then in this thing, now I am going to just, in this pink box, outline all the soortname, which is the plural of soortnaam. Usually when I do tutoring or give Afrikaans lessons, I don't break it down as much because I really want people to kind of figure it out for themselves, because that's one of the ways you learn the language. But this child has let me just close my WhatsApp. This child has no experience in Afrikaans. He only learned it this year. So, I mean, I think the biggest reason that's wrong with a lot of people is they hate Afrikaans, because I'm sorry, but Afrikaans teachers in South Africa at English schools are terrible. Like, honestly. Okay, so let me start with this, okay? Mpho kom van Hoedspruit af. Okay, so no common noun in this one. Hy ry per taxi, so he rides per taxi. Oh my goodness, my English just went. Anyway, so the first one we have here is we have Toyota taxi, okay? In this specific instance, only the taxi part is a common noun, okay? So we've got taxi. Then I'm just going to copy this, because stad, which is city, is also a common noun, okay? And whoops, not that. Let me do this. In die koerant, so koerant is newspaper. In the newspaper, he reads how spot goedkoop. So spot goedkoop is the Afrikaans intensive form for to say something is really, really cheap. Okay, so goedkoop is cheap, and spot means to tease. Okay, so breaking it down is literally, this is so cheap, you're almost teasing it. You know, you're like you guys know when you were a kid and you, I don't know if it's with that, like if it's like that with anyone else, but when I was a kid, someone found out that I bought my wallet. Someone who's like comes from a rich family found out, like, I was super impressed with my new wallet, and I showed it off to this guy. I was, look at this, it's so cool. And he was like, yeah, that's cool. I'm like, yeah, and it was just like 40 rand at Mr. Price, and it was a beautiful wallet. And this guy starts laughing at me because I bought at Mr. Price. So it's that kind of thing, you know, something so cheap that you're like, nah, only the poor people use it, you know, that kind of cheap. Okay, so in the Sowetan, he reads how spot goedkoop, Ariel die wasgoedmiddel is. That is not a properly phrased sentence in Afrikaans, but okay, I'm not going to argue with him. Anyway, so wasgoedmiddel, okay? Was is to wash. Goed is stuff. It also means good, but in this instance it means stuff. And middle is, it can either be like the middle of something, or it can be the medium or the thing you use to do something. So in this case, it is the thing that you, no, it's the thing. So it's goed, the thing that you use, so the middle, to wash stuff. Okay, so basically it is, wasgoedmiddel is basically it's like washing powder. Okay, so he read in the paper how cheap the Ariel washing powder is. He also reads about the special, oh my goodness, wat is 'n aanbod? Special offer by die Kids Cafe. So Kids Cafe is not the right word. Whoever drew up this needs to get fired. So cafe is a cafe, but more like your you know, the old like cafes that you got with the slop chips and the cokes and the pies and all of that. That kind of cafe, not like your fancy, you know, sipping tea, drinking coffee kind of vibe. Okay. So, and then kits means quick. So it's literally like a quick cafe. It's basically like almost like a tuck shop kind of vibe. Okay. So they are saying that Nando's is a kids cafe, which it is not. Um, I get where they're coming from fast to kids, but that's wrong. I'm sorry. I am literally going into this place where I argue with a teacher in my head. Okay, so he reads in the newspaper about the special offer that Nando's currently offers. So currently, tans offers on beat. Beat om te bied is to offer, and onbeat, don't know why we say that, but that's what it says. A mens, so in Afrikaans, your that is the way we say it is always written with a lowercase m, and it's written with this symbol, okay? Or a swapped one around of this. But it is never written with like a little squiggly on the N or anything. That is not Afrikaans, okay? So a mens, which is, mens is human, but in this case it's more like person, which sounds dumb if you say it in English, but a person, a mens kan 2 hamburgers, so I'm just going to translate it to what a person can buy 2 hamburgers. So hamburgers is another common noun, for the price of 1. So vir die prys is price van 1 of 1 kry, get. Okay? Hy gaan die laaste Vrydag in September huis toe. The sentence, like, what is this paragraph? It's useless. Anyway, he goes home on the last day of September. Okay, so that's the sentence basically. I'm gonna break it down in words now. So he goes the last Friday in September home to. That's how you would break it down. So in this case, huis is the common noun. Okay? So here I have outlined outlined all of the common nouns. Okay? This one, I'm just going to change it. Eienname is its proper nouns. So it is the name of places, people, places, people, days of the week, months. So yeah, it's pretty much the same as you would get in English with your proper nouns. It's the same kind of thing, okay? So all the proper nouns, I'm going to outline it again. Just going to switch the color to, oh, this is a nice color. I'm switching it to this color. And then I'm just going with this. Just going to copy this. Sorry, I should probably have done this beforehand, but I just decided as I'm doing this, we'll just do it here. I'll just record it. And I'm just going to say this color.